I need you, love you, I need you.
Yeah, I love you, Lofi Poli Sci coming at you. Michael Pickering here, talking our famous question: what's going on in the world today? And today we're updates, not Lofi Poli Sci 2.0. No. Goodness knows, this would be 7.0 now, wouldn't it? To that on another day. But not today, we're taking a look back 4 months ago. January of 2023, Lofi Poli Sci came out with the top 10 global events to watch 2023. Today, we're going to update that list. We're going to say what's been going on with them and how things have evolved. So let's give that list to you real quick, and then we'll kind of summarize what things been happening. So number 10 was global protest. Number 9, the utility of the United Nations. Number 8, Russia-Ukrainian war. Number 7, the European Union. Number 6, South America opening up to Venezuela. Number 5, China's One Belt and Road Initiative. Number 4, the implementation of COP27's Recovery Fund by the United Nations. Number 3, military coups and African development. Number 2, Latin American state of emergencies. And number 1, women's rights globally. Now, as of now, in May 2023, it seems the world has quieted down from protesting. For good or for ill, many protests that were prominent at the end of 2022 and beginning of 2023 have faded into distant memory. Additionally, the United Nations doesn't seem like it's found its utility, not in helping Haiti, nor in ending the Russian-Ukraine war. Russia right now is the acting president of the United Nations Security Council. Take from that what you will. Though, because of the Russia-Ukraine war, which is tragically getting worse right now, the European Union does seem like it's trending towards togetherness, if you will, as opposed to stretching thinner like it was previous to the war. And in Latin America, states of emergencies persist, and El Salvador continues to arrest thousands of people. Now, they're beginning to send them to their newly opened Supermax prison, which inevitably will hold upwards of 40,000 people. And to Venezuela, they're gearing up for a presidential election. Opposition looks to be focusing on someone new besides former interim President Guaido. Chile, they are still working on their new constitution. Haven't really heard too much about that. And Haiti, things are tragically getting worse. Out to China. China's One Belt and Road Initiative seems like it's back in full swing since taking that break during COVID lockdowns, which China has abandoned their zero COVID policy to begin reopening their economy. A lot of that had to do with the protests in China at the end of 2022. Now that they reopened, those protests have disappeared. But China has also solidified political ties, trade, and infrastructure loans with Honduras, who in return no longer recognizes Taiwan as a country, but rather as just part of China. As for military coups in African development, well, this ranges so widely across the continent. Just a couple brief updates is, as far as development, from Zimbabwe launching a new digital currency backed by actual gold, to Sudan's military junta being challenged and potentially thrown into a new civil war. Development in Africa varies a lot, both positive and negative. And the Russia-Ukraine war is also affecting Africa in a big negative way, as far as keeping food aid and grain from African countries, causing unnecessary famine in multiple places. Now, COP27 is one of our numbers too, the Recovery Fund by the United Nations. We just wrote a piece on that, and that's an epic fail as far as development on that end. And women's rights globally. So much work needs to be done here. The protests in Iran that began in the fall of 2022 have all but disappeared. The repression of women in Afghanistan has only increased. And to reference a previous article we wrote titled Gender Equality, Is There a World Police and Do You Want One? The question remains, how do we try to increase global gender equality? And all this being said, we are only 1/3 of the way through 2023, and a lot can happen in the next 8 months. This is merely an update to Lofi Poli Sci's top 10 global events to watch 2023. Because who knows what tomorrow will bring? Maybe sunshine, maybe rain. But as for me, I think I'll wait and see. Maybe it'll bring my love to me. Who knows? Talk to you soon, Lo-Fi listeners. Pickering, signing off.